What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we get to talk about this week's incentives as well as store exclusives. And look at that, Big Rob. What is going on? How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm just happy to be here Mondays. Cover Lovers. Hopefully, I got no technical issues. I got a new computer here, so I'm just trying to organize myself. But hopefully, it goes well. What's up, Mike and Dio?
How's it going, everybody? How are you? Looking forward to geeking out on another Monday. We got Ken over here. You ready to go play some tennis or maybe some cricket? I love it.
Is he eating a brownie?
He's eating a ding dong.
Ooh, yum!
I love ding dongs.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and Big Rob, man, you're like HD quality. My God, that's such a great.
These ding dongs.
We are.
You have to crush these.
You know you don't have to yell, right?
Ding dongs are the best, but my blood sugar says the opposite. So I understand.
One bite and I have diabetes.
Exactly. That's what happens when you get old, man.
I know. An extra bathroom breaks.
That's right. Yep. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. I thought I was gonna have to do the show all by myself. My goodness, I was nervous.
No, wouldn't do that to you. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was surprised you actually started the show already.
My computer rebooted 30 seconds before I wanted to log on, so it just auto rebooted on me. So.
Oh man! All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us in chat as always. Thank you. And before we get started, got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Cover price. Make sure to use Nirvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. And our friends at Bird City Comics. Don't forget to use code word TNH10 to save yourself 10% over everything at Bird City Comics. And as always, shout out to our horsemen, Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Deanna May, and Glenn 2K12. Thank you guys for making the community what it is and the chat. And also don't forget to give our resident DJ Eddie a follow over there on Instagram at Beats by Monster. All right, let's dive into the chat. And as always, we got JTK. What is going on? And then Trish, hello. Not to put you on the spot, but you have a book coming out next week. And maybe you'd like to come on the show next week. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So let us know. And then Uncle Rudy, look at that. What is going on? Chillin'. What is up, man? Good to see you. Katie, K-Pop Junkie, what is up? All right. Marcus, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Bruce, look at that. What is up, man? All right, guys. Are you ready?
See.
Definitely.
All right. Here we go with this week's incentive, starting off with Star Wars. So we got a 1 in 25. I mean, it's Star Wars, tons of crazy stuff in Star Wars this week. We got Star Wars: The High Republic number 5, a 1 in 25 by Giuseppe. Thrawn Alliance number 3, 1 in 25 by Declan. And another 1 in 25 for Star Wars Visions number 1 by Walsh Pertasio. All right, Mike, you're up. Of the three, what do you got?
I kind of agree with my son, actually. I sort of like the Thrawn Alliance's concept. I like the sort of layered pieces, almost sort of Mondo poster kind of a vibe to it, but the execution isn't really my favorite. I think it could have been done a lot better. It's just sort of looks pedestrian at best. The Bosk or whatever that Trandoshan thing is awful. It looks like a cross between the creature from the Black Lagoon and
This?
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. It's the arms too short. It's awful. It looks like a bad Venom cover. Just not good. And Common Coley can do a ton better than that. The Visions one, starting with the awful font for the trade dress. That was a problem with the last series as well. Portasio also good, very detailed. There's nothing wrong with it, but it looks like an excellent splash page to me, rather than a cover. Maybe a little bit too much bright shit going on in the background too, but it's not a terrible cover. But
Quite shit.
however, I guess if I have to choose, it's the Thrawn Alliances, but just because of the concept, not because of the execution.
All right. Thank you for that, Mike. All right, Big Rob, what you got?
To be honest, art-wise, I would go with Visions. I think the art is superior to the other two. I think the pencil work is really well done. I love the shadowing on Visions. The red lightsaber shadowing also with the red. It's really, really cool. I love the tree, how it's positioned right behind I believe, a Sith. It is really well done. The background is really well done. I think it's pretty awesome cover. But that's spec-wise, that's probably the least important book out of these three. So it probably go by the wayside. Maybe other people really love the art. I think the art is really good. This the Thrawn Alliance, this is issue 3, probably has all the weakest covers of all the releases from issue 1 and 2 and issues 4 and 5, which I've already seen the art for. But that particular art is a lot superior to issue 3's cover A, B, and the 1 in 25. It's probably the weakest of the bunch.
Is the Visions like the last series where it's just a comic adaptation of the cartoon, or do we know? Or are these new stories?
I don't think so. I think these are new stories, right? Because they already did basically the reprint on a book, right, of the TV version, but so it's got to be new. And it's called The Ronin and the Droid, so I'm assuming this is a whole new concept. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Correct me, Chad, if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's new stories. The High Republic 1 in 25s. It's always hit and miss with the 1 in 25s nowadays. At least they're getting some good covers once in a while. Before it was all just shit. But I do like it did draw the Trandoshan. We're assuming he is pretty well. It's just pretty simple cover, so it's not really stands out. The Thrawn is a superior cover to that. So, but for me, the Portasio is the big cover.
Yep, I would agree with you, Big Rob. For me, it's also the Portasio that does it for me, only because of the line work. I love the way he all the details they kind of put into that. Oh, Big Rob, you're frozen. No.
No, I just looked at the price point for the Thrawn. It's a $45 book on Midtown.
What? That's not that good.
I don't know.
Again, the composition I like, but the execution is not great.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's a $45 book, but it's just what they're.
I agree with you about the Portasio. Jesus, 40 plus.
Yeah,
you know what? Maybe something supposed to happen in that book. Like I haven't read Thrawn Alliance, so I'm not sure. But I mean, it's possible because I mean, the art it's bad. I mean, Mike will say this all the time about. Go ahead, Big Rob.
As is amateur at best, the Thrawn.
Yes. I was going to say, Mike says this all the time. A high school student who's not paying attention to the teacher in class is just drawing crap on their notebook. And it looks exactly what that is. It's terrible.
Although the High Republic doesn't look too much better. It kind of looks the same.
You know what? It looks better than that Thrawn. Look at that face. My God, it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm a shitty artist. I think I could draw Thrawn.
I know. You know what? I think what he did is he got a nickel and was like, I am going to copy the face on that nickel and make it Thrawn. Painted blue Thrawn.
He might have done
that. That's what
it
looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I mean, you see all the details with the starship, then did jack shit on the face.
Yeah, the starship's probably a photo reference.
I
would guess.
Maybe.
An awful lot of detail on that to then shit the bed on the face like that.
Exactly. It's a nickel. It's a nickel.
It does look like a nickel. I can't see that.
But
all right. Let's move on to the next one. Here we have Cobra Commander number 3. We got a 1 in 10 by Chris Burnham. We got a 1 in 25 by Priscilla and a 1 in 50 by Carl. All right, we have a G.I. Joe Homer, of course. Big Rob. of the three, which is your choice?
It's like a breath of fresh air compared to the shit we just saw from Star Wars. All three of these are awesome in my opinion. I love my dreadnoughts. The dreadnoughts are some of my favorite characters from G.I. Joe. So let's start with the 1 in 10 from Burnham. It's awesome. It's an homage to the is it Wolverine, right? The Incredible Hulk or whatever it is.
Or Hulk, that's Hulk, with Wolverine.
Yeah, it's Wolverine and Hulk.
I need to put you on pause, Big Rob. We got to give love to Steve.
Whoa, he's balling.
All right.
We got to give love to Steve. Where is he? You ready?
Dale. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. Oh, one extra.
Minus a penny.
Dude, Steve, thank you.
One for my
Thank you,
homies.
man.
But yeah, so awesome, Steve. Thanks. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, that's obviously the homage, the Wolverine Hulk. Awesome, but it's well done. I love the combination of Cobra Commander and Buzzard. Yeah, Buzzard. It looks great. The reflection. I don't know if it makes sense, but I guess it makes sense the way that it's reflecting. So it's a cool cover. I have that on my pull. The 1 in 25. I love shit. I'm blanking out on her name. Remember her name, Mike?
Zatanna?
Zatanna, that's right. Zatanna. Yeah.
Zarana.
Zatanna's fucking DC. Yeah, that's right. Zarana. Z's. So I love Zarana. I love her color scheme. She's a little more shaded than most of the time people draw her. She's usually really bright because of her orange hair and her pinks and stuff. But it's still cool cover. These G.I. Joe card homages are always, for me, hit and miss. So I don't pick them all up. I just pick up my favorites. But I'm definitely grabbing this one. This one's great. And the 1 in 50, brilliant. The whole Dreadnought team right there. And then he just stabbed. It was like a rattlesnake right through the head. So that's fucking cool. Which one? If I had to pick one, I'll take the homage. I don't know why, but I'll just take that. It's just that one. I think it's just funny and cool in a way.
Nice. Okay. What about you, Mike?
I'm over the homage, especially this particular homage. It's been done a lot recently on various books in various ways. It is a creative way to do it. We thought that is kind of cool, but I don't know. I could kind of do without that. I am also, like somebody said in the chat, over the burst background, especially since they don't look like, they don't have the same nostalgic feel as the card backs really do. But I do like the art on her on this particular cover. I almost wish it weren't a burst cover. I wish that were just, fuck it, just make that black in the background, or do like the what's the Cobra base called? The dome,
the pit.
Terror
Dome or something like that.
Wait, what?
The is that what it's called?
Terradome.
Yeah,
Terradome
or something like that in the background.
Welcome to the Terradome.
As like a cityscape or something like that, but or just a black background. I really dig the art on her. There's a lot of attitude, a lot of cool shading, lots of blacks and stuff in there, but still bright enough so that you know who it is. I think that the other one with the entire team is a little bit busy and a little bit inside splash pagey. I'm looking for dialogue on there. But it is a cool cover to see everybody on there. Characters you don't see on the cover very often. So I guess if I have to choose, it's the one because I like the art on her the best. But and I'm over homages. So
okay, so you said the 1 in 25, right, Mike?
Yeah, sorry, did I blip there for a sec? Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, the 1 in 25 is my favorite art wise. I just wish it weren't a burst cover.
So I wholeheartedly agree with you. 1 in 25 is my choice as well. I love Zorana's like bedroom eyes. It just kind of gives me that vibe.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
It's like, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing fine, baby. I mean, it's just that,
that
eyes
just
just volumes to me. I dig the 1 in 10 and the 1 in 50.
How you doing?
Hey, Dale. Yeah? You like the bedroom eyes too? Is it the eyes that gets you? Yeah. My next pick would have been the 1 in 52. I do think it's cool, like how Big Rob had mentioned the snake getting the knife on the top of the head almost. I mean, it looks fantastic. But I do believe I'm with Mike that this could have been like a splash page or some sort of picture in the comic book itself. As you open the door and you see the dreadnoughts. But yeah, 1 in 25 for sure. Zorana is just my. Oh, there you go. Is that the SDCC exclusive?
No,
You're on
that's the,
mute.
that's the original.
This is an original vintage carded.
Oh,
One of the few I have sealed. I had a bunch of them sealed, but this is one of the few I kept because I really love this character. So, but I just kind of wish it had more of that vibe to it. Like the art, I'm not showing it off just to like be a snot. I'm just saying like that. I don't know. I want it to look a little bit more like that. These burst ones. But.
Well, yeah. To me, it begs the question: where is Royal? Right, Royal from IDW. He was doing all the great 1 in 10s for IDW for GI Joe. He did great Zorana covers. So I wish he would be doing stuff for.
And this particular piece of art is really good too.
you know what I wish, Mike? I wish that that Zorana figure that you had bedroom eyes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, actually, kind of a little bit too like scary, creepy. But
I used to have that comic on.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one real quick. All right, we have Wolverine Madripoor Knights number 2, a 1 in 50. Fantastic Four number 18, also a 1 in 50 by both Greg and Tim Hildebrandt. All right, Jeff, thank you for coming on the show. Hopefully traffic wasn't too bad on the drive. Of the two, which one would you choose, sir?
Well, am I muted? Okay. I mean, the art is good on both of them. I don't know if I'm feeling the fire nipples. So, I'm actually gonna go Wolverine. He has a full background, and I do think the Human Torch face looks better, but and there might be a little bit of issues on the Wolverine, but I'm a Wolverine fan, and yeah, that's the one I'll pick.
Hey, Jeff, like Katie's feeling those fire nips, dude. So.
I think it's actually
literally or figuratively.
Be careful, you might get burnt.
But I guess. Nice. All right, Mike, Dale, which of the two, which one would you choose?
He doesn't like either one of them, but I actually like the Human Torch one. It's really hard to do fire, and especially back when these were done. This is fully painted shit for the, and I think that's a really, really tough thing to accomplish well. I think there's great contrast with it. I think it's a good composition overall. It's just an impressive piece of art. There isn't anything wrong with the Wolverine. I like the background. Those mountains are fantastic. The sky looks cool. His attitude looks, perfect for the kind of age that it was meant for in those cards. But I think that the Human Torch one is just a much more of a feat of art than the Wolverine is.
All right, Big Rob, and then Big Rob or you guys on the panel. Do you know what year these masterpieces are from?
94 or 93.
Yeah. There you go.
I was there. I was buying. I have these 2 cards still. So
yeah, I do too. I have the whole set.
Yeah,
mostly because I couldn't get any money for it when I tried to sell it. So
it has to be at least Series 3 or higher, because it's not the first 2. I have the first 2. I don't remember these.
Yeah, it's like 94, I think. Maybe 95, but well, around there. But yeah, for me, super nostalgic. I remember these as a teenager, going to the car shop, buying pack after pack after pack. Classic art for me. Best one, yeah, Human Torch, obviously, just more difficult to draw. It's a cooler effect. Wolverine is cool, but simple, classic. But the Torch is a better one.
So you like them fire nips?
Always want to suck on them.
All right. Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have Batman Superman World's Finest, number 25, a 1 in 50 by Steven Subic. Hopefully I said that right. All right, Big Rob, what you got?
I don't know. I'm
All right,
confused by this cover. That palm, that emoji says it well. What the fuck is this? No clue. Maybe the book explains the cover. Maybe it doesn't. It probably won't. Interesting idea. Badly executed. I understand what they're doing here, but the Batman looks like he's just an empty suit, bloodied. So listen, somebody else out there hates it a lot worse than me. So
I think your dogs hate it, right, Big Rob?
yeah, I think they do. So yeah, the Batman looks like shit. He looks like just badly drawn. I don't know what's going on. This is a pretty bad cover. 1 in 50. Good luck. No thanks.
Whose dog is that?
The dogs hate it, Dale.
I'm thinking of this cover, but with like Power Girl and I don't know, like Zatanna or something like that, with the two boob circles down in the bottom.
Don't say that.
But I mean, Batman has no neck, but then Superman has the extra neck that Batman doesn't have. His face like too squished or small or something like that. I don't know. The concept is weird, interesting, but weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right, exactly. It's like boob close-ups. I don't get that. But yeah, this is a pass, especially at a 1 in 50. This is a tough sell. This is a tough sell as an A or B cover, let alone a 1 in 50.
No. All right, what about you, Jeff?
In the immortal words of In Living Color, hated it.
I'm gonna save this one for later.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It looks like two different art for the Batman and Superman, and God, just there's no details in either of their faces. Just completely left it out. Yeah, this is terrible.
Are we sure this is a 1 in 50? Midtown has it for $27.
Because no one wants it.
Yeah,
So it sounds like a 1 in 50 for DC.
yeah, seriously.
DC has another one that's a 1 in 25. That's why for this one.
Yeah, I see. That's actually going for $13.50.
So nobody wants this book.
All right. How about this one here? Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong #6. Another 1 in 50 by Nicholas the Rapper Ivy. Mike?
Is that how we say his name?
No, I'm just saying it's the Rapper.
It's Draper.
Draper.
Because otherwise it would be. I won't say it.
Oh God! No. Don't get us banned.
Drop back.
I'm not saying it.
Dang it.
This is very not good. I could see his. Okay, this is going to be mean, and this is, arrogant of me to say as if I could do it any better. But I like where his son see it in like 10 years after he practices. It's not an uncool style. That sort of slashy paint sort of style kind of looks like early Disneyland kind of feel to the art, like a concept art kind of thing for Disney stuff. But it just doesn't work. First of all, it's way too busy, too monotone, too much of that blue going on. But I don't hate it. I'm not sure if I'd face palm it necessarily, but it's certainly not a good cover. It's certainly not his style isn't developed well enough yet for this level of incentive.
Okay. Jeff?
Yeah, I definitely agree that it's definitely too busy. I think they just should have taken out the middle Godzilla and Kong and then made the Trinity bigger and in the center. I mean, that would have been a better layout for me. I mean, why have Kong and Godzilla in there twice? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're great characters, but and Godzilla on the left looks like it's a wolf or bear.
Yeah, it does. It does look like that. You're right.
So yeah, I don't mind the kind of faceless guy, superheroes, but I don't know. It's just too much. Yeah, I wouldn't. In a 1 in 50, good Lord.
All right, Rob?
I think you guys are harsh. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a solid cover. It's just nothing great, nothing bad. It feels incomplete. It almost feels unfinished. Like it's like an early mock-up of it. But one thing about these books, these are all kind of short printed. all the second prints, all the issues, they're not highly printed. Even issue 1 wasn't highly printed. I've been buying the whole run, and some of those books are already like doing stuff in the secondary market. So 1 in 50 of issue 6. Good luck finding this shit. It's gonna be hard to find. Because Godzilla fans are pretty ravenous, and they go out there and collect these covers. So it's definitely a book to look out for. If you find it on the cheap, I think it's about ratio on Midtown. But the better cover to me is the Incog cover B. That's a cool cover for Godzilla. But this one's okay. I don't think it deserves a face palm, but it's at best a C-.
CRG, to answer your question, yeah, it was March 1974. Or maybe June 1961.
So Ronnie wants to know, Mike, was it trash or was it cash?
It's cash or trash? This trash.
All right. And since you guys liked Rian, I know Jeff liked Rian Gonzalez's cover last week. We got another one here just for you, Jeff. It's Justice Society of America, number 19.
Sure?
Number 9. 1 in 25 by Damian Scott.
Wait, are you sure this is Rian Gonzalez?
No, it isn't, but it's a nice rainbow one for you.
Okay.
What do you got, Jeff?
It's too much and not good. God, the fat face on Allen, Scott Allen, that's just weird. Yeah, I know he's trying to. Yeah, no. No.
Okay. What about you, Big Rob?
Well, I understand what the artist is doing here. He's going more of a glass motif, so the characters are all kind of like weirdly shaped because of the glass kind of vibe to it. I'm not sure I don't think it's a reflection. It's more just the characters are almost made out of glass, right? Kind of vibe to it. A lot of colors, a lot going on, a lot of detail, a lot of line work. I think there is an audience for this, and I think the audience will eat this up and buy it. But it's a smaller audience, but it's a cool kind of abstract cover. But personally, not for me. But I don't think it's horrible. It's a weird cover, and it might not be for everybody. So, but it's relatively cheap. You can definitely pick it up pretty cheap.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
So I always applaud an artist who brings a new style to the table. So it's hard for me to really hate it, just because this is definitely something pretty unique. Certainly not for me. It's way too busy. It gives me anxiety. I can't really focus on any one particular thing. Ergo, I have no idea what's happening on it. So that's a problem. But I can't hate him for bringing something a little bit new to a cover. I almost wish the colors were a little bit more, or it looked a little bit more like stained glass, rather than just shattered glass or shattering glass or whatever it's supposed to be. That color palette is a lot deeper, and I think that might have been a little cooler if it had looked like that instead, rather than this sort of muted, almost pastel kind of a feel to it, because it makes everything kind of muddy in a way that I can't really focus on things. So I think it had potential, or this is the right book. I just think this is the wrong concept and the wrong book to use this style on. Maybe we'll see him in the future do this on the right thing, and it'll look really, really cool.
It's almost like Crystar. Remember Crystar?
Oh my God. Good call.
Yeah.
Woo. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that's a deep cut, bro. Nice work.
All right. Moving on to Captain Marvel number 6, 1 in 25 by Jeff DeCall. Mike.
This is like a cami cover. Is this supposed to be a Street Fighter cover? With that ponytail like that. I dig parts of the concept. I like the lines of it. I like the sort of the flow of it. The airplane is really cool in the background. F-16 or whatever that's supposed to be, or F-18, something like that. I don't know. I'm not really good with my fighter planes anymore. But what's weird to me is that dark blue slash of paint that goes behind her.
Yeah, the motion
almost makes it on the cover. It's really strange. It's a really strange phenomenon that makes that kind of look like just like cut out, and then paste it on.
It's supposed to be motion, right? I think.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what it's supposed to be, but I don't know. It's executed better on the plane with that sort of angled back thing. But face is great. His lines are great. I do like his style. I'm a little over some of the. I don't know. It doesn't do anything special for me, but it feels like a 1 in 25. I mean, and DeCal is still a hot artist, so I think this will probably do well. Man, that is an awful trade dress, though.
Oh, one of the worst.
Damn.
All right, Rob, what do you got?
So people are like flies on shit on this book. This is going to be a hot book. It'll be a top 10 book. People are still high off the last 1 in 25 Marvel Captain Marvel number 5, which is not going close to a $300 mark.
What?
Yeah. So
300? Are you kidding me?
it's in the high 250s. In the high 250s.
Wow.
What did we say about that cover?
I think in general we liked it, but it wasn't like that great. But it's not. It's not. It's just the rarity really moved that book. And I wonder if that affected this book. I wonder if the order went up on this book, and I wonder if the 1 in 25s are going to be a little more common on this particular issue because everybody's trying to catch the train now because they all missed the train on issue 5, so they're all trying to catch.
No, they missed the issue. They missed the boat on issue 6 then too because it's 2 months for ordering.
Oh,
yeah, because
okay,
they
so 7 is.
Yeah, 3 months in advance. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so
they might have made final order cutoff, but probably not.
So yeah, because that's already sold out on Midtown, and they probably got a shit ton of covers. So that's gone there. So I could see this being already close to an $80 book by Friday, if not more. So it's going to be a hot book. The art itself, it's cool. It's a nice concept. Very, very simple. Very, very clean. I agree with the swoosh on the back. It's kind of it throws you up a little bit, but it's hard to do sky. Just clean sky. That's tough. That's a tough thing to do, and he did pretty well. So I think it's a pretty cool cover.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I would say the only thing wrong with it is the swooshes. I'm actually confused on the gray swoosh next to Captain Marvel and the blue, because the blue goes past her. So like she's able to have swoosh in front of her, right?
Maybe,
so
yeah,
it just
maybe there's a jet behind the Captain Marvel logo that went by with that gray swoosh.
That's what I was thinking too. Maybe it's that jet that's in the forefront, but I mean,
they don't match up though.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe that Marvel logo's hiding it or something.
Maybe it just looks odd. If he had taken those out, this would have been just perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing wrong with it. And like Mike said, definitely a 1 in 25. So I love to call. So
all right.
Does it match?
Those two triangle pieces don't line up, so it can't be from this jet. It's not like a swoosh from the jet.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. We have Vampirella.
So it's from something.
There we go. 667, a 1 in 15 by Lucio Perillo. Look at him open at the mouth with the melons. Big Rob?
Well, I'm a big pumpkin guy. I love pumpkin.
Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are.
In all ways, I like pumpkins. But pumpkins on comic book covers, I love them to death. I don't know why. I just love them.
Pumpkins like comic book covers.
So I got the regular cover. I got this one. This is the Virgin. This is a straight up $49.99 sale. There's no. This is what it costs retail. There's also a black light version. I got that one. So I got those 3 covers. I missed out on the tint. There's a tint one. TINT.
I'm glad you made that distinction there, sir.
Yeah, you perverts. I know where you're going. So
I mean, you're the one talking about the 3 pumpkins.
Yeah, so I love this car. I love the art. Perillo is, of course, the master. I love the orange and all over the back. Because I like they included the orange in the background with the pumpkin, so it kind of works.
Dale likes it.
Well, no.
The back,
Deo thought that she was trying to kill herself with that knife. He was all upset about it.
Nice. She's licking the blood. She's gross.
She's licking the pumpkin off of it.
Pumpkin.
Yeah,
She's about to cut the pumpkin.
But this should have been a Halloween cover. They released this at the wrong time. This should have been released in October. It would have been a way bigger book.
Okay. All right, come on, Mike. Dale, what do you guys think?
Sorry, my turn. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, you know me. I mean, I absolutely adore Perilla's work. This is another great piece. I like that it's a little lighter than normal. These kinds of covers are often really, really dark from him. He's done really well with that over the last year or so, lightening things up a little bit so that we can see a little bit more detail and that kind of thing. Like Rob, this is like the least guy thing to say about this cover, but that pumpkin is really fucking cool. I mean, it's a really cool, dark, evil, sort of like Sleepy Hollow kind of take on the jack-o'-lantern. But okay, not right this second, buddy. Jesus Christ.
He likes the pumpkins too. Come on.
I told you.
For some realism in the sort of belly area, and I love the way those sort of I don't know what you call that, the hip skin fold thing going on there. Just like a lot of really cool realism that you just don't get on comic covers very often. The twist of the ribs and stuff like that. I mean, it's genius. It's masterful shit. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But yeah, I mean, this is another masterpiece from him. It doesn't necessarily stand out against a lot of his other covers per se as unique, but I mean, shit, it's still a gorgeous piece.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
All right. What about you, Jeff?
There's nothing I can add to it. It's great Perillo. And I absolutely agree with Mike. I love that he's lightening up his shading and his coloring on these. So, yeah.
Yeah, the lighting up of the color really brings out her skin a lot more. Looks a lot better.
And he put all the details in that, so he didn't cheap out when he lightened it. He remembered to make it as realistic as possible. So, yeah.
Wait, Trish, there's another character on this cover?
Huh?
Exactly.
There is?
What?
Oh.
What are you talking about? What is it? Somebody said, "Is that Groot in the background?"
Oh, I thought it was a tree.
Oh, I actually.
And just FYI, did you notice that the trade dress is covering up little bits? So definitely the Virgin's definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
So there's 5 versions of this cover. Just to let you know.
But I mean, why wouldn't there be? I mean, shit, the guy deserves it. The amount of time it must take to do these covers. I mean, he deserves to have 12 versions. If this is Dynamite after all, they always do 100 covers for everything anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. He got wood.
Yep.
You mean sheep?
Oh, nice one. All right. Moving on to the next one. We have Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 3, 1 in 25 by Marco Mastrazzo. Jeff.
Well, this is giving you that vibe of oh god, I can't remember his name. Yes, thank you.
You just didn't want to try to say it.
That too. Yeah, I mean, I actually the more I look at it, I actually like it more and more. He feels like he's covered in cobwebs. So and that's kind of cool. I like how he shaded the red or the moon or whatever the heck it is, that red planet. Like that looks like the detail in it looks dope. Yeah, this is a cool Moon Knight cover. I've seen a lot of Moon Knight ratios, and I'm telling you, this is probably in the top 10% of them.
Nice. All right. What about you, Big Rob?
Well, Marco Mastrazzo is like the new kid on the block of the Masters block, right? He's badass. Everything he draws is just fucking on point. 10 out of 10. This is no exception. Even the Marvel trade race kind of makes sense with this particular piece of art. The only one weird thing about this cover is I feel like I guess it's a planet or whatever it is coming out of his chest. It's almost like a hole, and it's coming out of his chest. I don't know if that's on purpose. It's just kind of weird.
It could be an eclipse.
Well, yeah, I know that's what he's going for, but it just feels like it's literally coming out of his chest. So it's just kind of weird. But yeah, the way he drew the cape, the eyes, the background, it's not a lot of detail, but it doesn't matter. It's still cool as hell, and it's a cool Moon Knight cover for sure. 1 in 25. People will definitely be buying this cover.
Do you like the way he put the Moon Knight symbol, but it's sideways onto his chest with that too?
Yeah, obviously he's going for that. It's cool. It's a different. This is a different Moon Knight, right? It's not the same guy, right?
I don't think
Mark
so.
Spector is dead.
Yeah. So
Supposedly.
yeah, we all know he's not.
All right, Mike.
I love it too. Mastrazo, whenever he pops up on the show or elsewhere, I mean, I think he might be the best new talent over the last couple of years. And that's saying something because we're talking about a lot of great people that have popped up over the last couple of years. But I love that he kept this one simple. He doesn't usually. A lot of detail usually in the stuff that he does. And this one didn't need that to really convey the impact that he was looking for. And this one nails it. All the guys said already. I think this is a really, really fantastic piece. It does sort of harken back to that Sienkiewicz feel, but not enough that it looks like a copy. Definitely his own style. Highly worthy of the 1 in 25. Yeah, I think it's great. And I specifically love that the planet or whatever that's supposed to be, the moon, I guess, is got that red tint to it that really pops. It looks great, and it sort of complements the Marvel logo nicely too. Actually finally gives one of these covers some fucking balance for once.
Oh, it's a blood moon, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Blood moon. Ooh, boom.
I really hope they put the barcode on the back though.
They won't.
They won't.
That would suck.
It'll be right over his face.
Cam.
All right. How about this one here? Nacelverse number 0 by Mike Diodato Jr. 1 in 20. All right, Big Rob, come on. This is all you. It's got your name all over it.
Yeah, so this is toy nostalgia right here. Different eras, different decades. Obviously, the one that's a lot of the more younger folks recognize is the biker mice from Mars up in front. But we got, for me, my favorite is Sectars right there on the left corner. He looks badass as hell. The green guy in the bottom, I think he's a 60s guy, 1960s toy. Gygor, I believe.
Wow.
I believe it's around that area. Time period, 60s, 70s. Correct me, old people out there. You were there for that one. The giant robot is also a 1980s toy. I can't remember his name, but the art itself is cool. I love the shading. It's pretty simple, but it's cool. All these guys are classic toys from the 80s, 70s, 90s. So it's actually, I believe it's a wraparound cover on this one though. So there'll be one piece of the art will be in the back, other piece of art will be in the front. It should be, unless they do sideways, but I think it's a wraparound. So 1 in 20 though on this particular book. Not a lot of people are going to have 20 copies, so it might be a little bit difficult. It's issue 0, so it's more of an early preview issue too as well. So.
Yeah. And there's also 1 in 50 that's a black and white, so it's a sketch cover.
Yeah, that one's gonna be Ghost.
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Cool nostalgia. Would I say I like it as much as Big Rob? Probably not as much, but it's cool. It's nostalgic. It's gives me like the 80 vibes. So, but yeah, I probably wouldn't get it. I'm sure Big Rob would.
Okay. Well,
My shop told me no.
Oh. Get it in Midtown, right?
No. But I said he would. I didn't say he was getting it. I said he would.
Oh, I asked for it. They told me, no, we're not buying 20 copies. Oh, God.
All right, what about you, Mike?
Think we're loco?
So I'm kind of with Jeff on this only because none of those toys are nostalgic to me. I had some pretty weird toys, but I don't think I had any of these particular ones. So to me, it doesn't really do any of that for me. But I do like the
cover lovers. Have you seen these?
Sorry, guys. But I do like the feel of it overall. I hate wraparounds if it's really a wraparound because you only get half of this piece of art really in your bag and board, so that's kind of a problem. But it's okay. It will be a ghost though. I think 1 in 20 is going to be tough on this book. So if this is something that gives you the feels, I think you might want to try to track it down early because I don't think you're going to be able to find one a week from now.
And I'm assuming part of this art's going to get covered.
Part of this art is going to what?
Get
Yeah,
covered.
with the barcode.
Yeah, the barcode.
Well, they're an independent, right? This is only press, so they're it'll be in the back. It has to be in the back, right? Because they had to put a barcode somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but probably it'll be maybe on the floor, on that brown floor. That'd be perfect right there.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next one here. We have more Mark Brooks loveliness. All right, Jeff, do you like them headshots?
Crap.
Most of them love headshots. I actually don't like the Black Panther one. Obviously, I don't know. It just feels weird. But the rest of them, good Lord, they're great. Damn it! I don't want to collect these.
Yeah.
The color ones are awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And these are disappearing off my LCS's shelves. Like I don't even think I saw but like one copy of one of the headshots. And I'm not even talking about the 1 in 50. I'm just talking about regular covers. So yeah,
Okay.
people are buying these up.
All right. What about you, Mike? Because I know you didn't like the Todd Dock floating head thing, but do you like these Mark Brooks floating head things?
So yeah, I do. I do like these better, and I think I might have said it last week. I'm not sure when we saw the last batch, but these give me sort of a con sketch feel, and I love me some con sketches. So to me, it gives me that vibe. Even the colored ones, but specifically these black and white ones do that for me. So yeah, no, I hated the Todd Knock floating head thing, but this somehow doesn't have the same. This doesn't give me the same vibe. This is cooler to me.
These are straight on shots, though. That's why.
Yeah, that might be why. And I think they're also better art. There's a lot of detail in some of these. I really like that Scarlet Witch one. I really like the Storm.
The Magneto too.
The Magneto is badass too. I think if I had to choose just one, it would be the Scarlet Witch one, but just barely. I mean, you're right. The Black Panther one's a little weird. That shading doesn't quite translate. But again, I mean, if Brooks drew one of these for you at a con, you'd fucking pass out. Right. I mean, it's badass. So, I mean, and that's the vibe it gives me. So I'd be fine with any of them, to be honest with you.
Okay.
This is smart move by them.
I do like these. I do like them.
All right, Big Rob, what do you got?
Yeah, these some of these are gonna be hard to find because 1 in 50 Captain Marvel, shit. 1 in 50 Iron Man, right? It's like gonna be tough. Yeah, the color ones are obviously the better ones because it looks so. I'm really impressed with Mark Brooks. When I jumped back into books in 2019 after my hiatus for like 4 or 5 years, he was not at this point. His art was not. I would criticize some of his art back then. I remember saying that, but he's improved a ton in the last 5 years. He's so much better. It's the shininess doesn't really. I guess you bother a lot by his shininess on his characters. Everything's really reflective, shiny shit. They almost look like Turkish wrestlers, all covered in oil and shit. But but not more.
Turkish specifically.
That's so.
If you're a Street Fighter fan, you know what I'm talking about because there's a Turkish fighter in Street Fighter that just throws tons of fucking oil on himself, and that's when I saw Mark Brooks' art. That's what
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Character. So, but yeah, they're all awesome. Yeah, I agree. The Scarlet Witch is the best one. The black and white version. The color version, the Magneto is the best one, I think. But Black Panther, I don't think the Black Panther is as bad as you guys think. I think that took a lot of fucking effort to put all that shading in there. So I'm impressed with that. It's pretty cool to make it happen. The simplest one is Storm, but it's still cool. I do love the fro on the Captain Marvel one. That fro is perfectly drawn, dude.
Sounds like a boy name. Where she's a girl.
Good.
All right.
Good luck finding these though.
My favorite one is the which one?
I think that's supposed to be Mary Jane, right?
I like Mary Jane.
Is that MJ up there?
No, I think that's
Or is that Sue?
Inhumans.
Yeah. Crystal.
Oh, is that who that's supposed to be? Medusa?
No. Crystal. There you go.
Oh, Crystal. Okay, that's Deo's favorite.
I like Crystal. The one that's in the that one right there.
They can't tell what you're pointing at, but yeah, we know which one. We know which one you mean.
Yeah, and I like the Captain Marvel one. That's my choice because I like the hair. It looks nice.
Yeah, I like 6 of the 7, so I'm good.
Yep. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. And that does it for our incentives for the week. My goodness. Thank you. All right. Moving on now to the store exclusives. Here we go. We have Transformers number 7 that you can find over at Stadium Comics by Alex Milne with an LE of $750 and a cost of $20, which isn't bad. All right, Big Rob, what do you think?
Well, I got an impression that something happens to Soundwave in this issue because all these covers for this particular issue, he's getting trashed really bad. Like he's getting killed pretty much. So I hope he doesn't die, but you never know with this particular run of Transformers. The art's simple. It's nothing crazy. To me, it's not incentive worthy. It's not it's a cover A, cover B kind of art. It's cool art. It's nice art, but it's not $20 art for on a cover, right? And also Stadium Comics, they're usually very low print run. This is pretty high print run for them, $750. That's usually high as they go with well, they have to with Transformers 7, but that would have been cool. They would have done this like a 250 fucking count. That would have been really made this book a lot more exclusive. So, but the art is fine, nothing crazy, but it's not the exclusive material for me.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, I agree. It's okay. It's very good cover AR. I like the sort of depth of it, the sort of perspective on Optimus and sort of, I don't know, pedestrian and not really all that special. I can't believe that some of these covers for Transformers aren't better. G.I. Joe also, and Star Wars, like these franchises that people have waited their whole lives to draw. They finally get the gig, and like this is what we get. Like, really? Come on, man. Like, pull out all the stops. Make it a fucking classic. This is just white noise. This is very boring. I'll forget about this cover in a day.
Why can't we get some of those Spawn artists working on other Image books on these books?
I agree. That'd be great.
All right, Jeff.
It's ditto for me all the way around. Everything they said, I totally agree. This is just an A cover. I don't know why it's a store exclusive.
Okay. All right. What about this Transformers? This is Transformers number 7 by John Gallagher that you can find at the 5 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, KRS, NBC, East Side, Comic Mint, and now the Comic Corner. It's LE of $500 for the set, and it'll set you back $50. Mike?
Man, I don't really think I like any of these. If I like any of them, it's the middle one because it's sort of, it looks a lot more drawn, where the other two are just so clearly digital. Yeah, I mean, it just sort of looks like a bad cartoon clip from one of the modern series to me. I like sort of the gritty, dirty sort of look of that middle one, and the legs are weird on that first one. They feel a little stubby to me somehow. Like they should be, I don't know, something weird about the perspective there. I'm not really sure what's going on.
I like that one, Dad.
But Dale likes that one. But I guess I like the middle one. I would never buy these though. These are all a miss. They're close. Like all three of them are kind of close, but they're all a miss for me.
I like all of them.
All right, what about you, Jeff?
I'm a little confused. Is that Megatron's cannon?
It looks like it.
Oh.
And 78 also have mentioned it as well.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I was like, usually he's holding a gun, it's not mounted on his arm, but okay. I guess there's some stuff going on that I'm not reading. I kind of like the concept on the right, but like you said, it looks really digital. So yeah, I wouldn't get this. This is not worth getting for me either.
Okay.
art necessarily is not bad. It's just, yeah, it's nothing special.
What about you, Big Rob?
Oh, in general, the same ditto. But the one on the right looks like a still from the film, and the one on the left looks like a still from the video game. The only one that really looks like a comic book is the one in the middle. I agree with Mike.
Yeah.
That's probably the best one. When I saw this promotion for this, I'm like, there's way too much. It's like $3, $50. I don't care. They're limited. Still, in the end, it's 1,500 copies. Supposedly, it is the 5 horsemen of the apocalypse. So I was that easy pass for me. Too much, so. But the best one is definitely the middle one.
Okay. And then really quickly, again, just to kind of put everything in case you guys missed it. Again, 78 points. Jeff had mentioned that the Megatron's canon. If you look at his arm, it's not Optimus's arm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah,
So it might be Megatron's, and it's also the same thing. I think in the one up here, it's not Optimus's arm.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, you never know. All right, moving on to the next one. We have the Amazing Spider-Man number 48 by Ijikuri.
You like it?
You can find it in Unknown Anti-Hero 616. I have no idea what the LE is, but right now you can get the set instead of $45. You can get it for $30. Big Rob, you buying?
No. Those ears, bro. Immediately ruins it for me. It's like, what the hell, dude? Why did he do that? I get it that she's going, "What's up?" But it's so. This is Spider-Gwen and Black Cat amalgamation.
It's Black Cat wearing Spider-Gwen's suit.
Okay. Yeah, dude. The face. It looks like a cosplayer in the face, to be honest. It looks like it doesn't look like Black Cat. It just looks a little off. The hair even looks like a damn wig, to be honest. The cats are cool. I like how they put the spotlight with the trade dress shadowing the spotlight. That's a cool idea. I never seen that. The body itself is well drawn. The hands are fine. It's just the head, dude. The head is atrocious in my opinion. I even like the pink trade dress, but it's not worth it.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I like his work, but the best thing about this is probably that cool concept of putting the shadow of the trade dress. I don't know if that shadow would actually look like that. Maybe, I guess so. I would think it's a little distorted, but it's like maybe just perfectly above it. I don't know. But yeah, the face kind of throws me off because definitely doesn't look like Black Cat. Just looks like some anime girl.
Okay.
Totally.
All right. What about you, Mike?
You just took the words right out of my mouth. Just cookie cutter anime girl, cookie cutter ejikure face.
It's just cosplay at this point.
Could be anybody. Yeah. I mean, I think we all like the Spider-Gwen costume. It's a cool concept for the costume. So, like you look at these real fast, and the pink sort of pops, and you're like, "Oh, I like it." Oh no, I don't. No, I really don't like it. So, yeah, some cool things going on with that. The shadows and things like that. But overall, this is a miss, and we all know that there's at least 3,000 of the trade dress one and 1,000 of the other one. So nothing limited about it. This is just cookie cutter all around.
Okay.
This is a mystery box fodder for the future.
That's right.
And those are some small feet.
Oh my God.
Black Friday sale right here.
Yeah. Warehouse
right. What about this one? Catwoman number 64, which is a homage to Catwoman number 1 by Nathan Zerzi. And you can find it at Council of 9 with an LE of 800 because you get the trade, Virgin, and the Virgin foil for $80. Mike.
No fucking way. $80. That's highway robbery. What is happening? First of all, I think I'm just totally off the dirty train. I think I was 1 foot up on the step, and now I'm totally off the train. He just does nothing special for me anymore. They just all feel I don't know, just heartless. If that's the best way I can put it. Like they just don't have any heart. There's no style here. This just is boring to me. There's nothing wrong with the art. It's okay, and they're sexy. I get it. It's a decent homage, although I'm sick of homages. But yeah, $80. What in the world, man? No way.
All right. What about you, Big Rob?
Yeah, save $79, take your dollar, and go buy the original cover. It's a lot.
There you go. I agree with that.
I had that cover forever. I think I eventually traded it in a short box with it. But it's actually a cool cover, the original one, issue number 1, Catwoman, like early '90s. I can't remember. The Zerdy one looks like almost like I don't want to be a dick, but it almost looks like AI art. It looks to that point like it's super fucking fake. It doesn't look real at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not like it's a human being real, but it's just I don't see any pencil work or brush strokes or any at least any of the effects you could draw that on your Illustrator and make it look like that. It's way too clean. It's too superficial, too digital. All those things we don't like typically. At least most of the people who've been collecting comics for the last 10, 20, 30 years. And plus, to just let you have it with $80, dude, and right in the butt, it's not good.
All right. What about you, Jeff?
I mean, the original was embossed, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was one of the cool things about the trade.
It was,
Spring Trace, yeah.
You could feel Catwoman.
You could feel it.
You could feel Catwoman. I like that.
You can feel it, dude.
I can't stop laughing at this cover because once you've cut out the legs and the perspective of her flying through the air, it just looks like she's lifting up her legs to fart.
To fart.
I'm just saying. That's what it looks like to me, and I can't stop laughing about it. And it's a mean one. Look at her face. So I'm definitely out.
She's like,
I gotcha. Walk into my room.
Ooh, that might be more than a fart. I might have to run to the bathroom on that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That's
Man,
funny.
Jeff, you just came out firing today. All right. And I believe that is all for the store exclusives.
We ended on a fart.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Hey.
I love how you removed the Cover Tunes logo. That's probably smart. It's probably smart. On CBS. You can find me every afternoon where I do Cover Fire, which is my picks for the week of regular covers, non-incentive, non-exclusive covers. So go check that out, and a bunch of other great content on CBSI every week.
All right, very good. I enjoy, again, as always, I enjoy reading the Cover Fire. Cover Tunes, can't wait for it to get back on track. But as always, you have, 200 and some odd
230-ish issues of that to go back and read through. And I mean, it's a timeless article. There's nothing spec worthy about it. So it doesn't matter when you read those. So, yeah.
All right. As always, again, guys, thank you for your insight on all of these covers. The chat, as always, thank you guys so much for bearing with us. I have to go through our sponsors once again over at Cover Price. Make sure to use Nirvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. And over at Bird City Comics, don't forget to use TNH10 to save yourself 10% off of your purchase over there at Bird City Comics. And our friend Sean over at DisplayGeek.com, don't forget to use Team Nerd Herd to save yourself 10% off your first purchase. And then also, Trish may be joining us next week because she does have her book coming out next week. And everybody here on the show is definitely looking forward to it. We'd love to have her. She can talk more about her book that's coming out, Feral #1, with all of these amazing covers. So definitely looking forward to that. Mike, any disclaimers today?
No artists were harmed too badly in the making of this podcast.
All right, Jeff, you were late. Take us out, sir.
78, you were the man. I did a spit take just before. Anyways, if you guys want to do it right, cover horse for life.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.